Hello everyone, this is my updated review of the Coby Kyros MID7024 internet tablet. My initial review was when I just had unboxed it, hadn't really used the device. Now that I've had it for a couple of weeks and played around with it, I wanted to update my review and point out some of the things that I did like, I didn't like, just for a little bit more feedback to make it fair, make the review fair. So let's start off here with a few of the good things. I found that the battery life is pretty decent. It's not the best in the world. I mean, you can get about 2.5 hours of video. You can do, probably about 4 hours reading books, doing anything besides video. What else is good? Very easy to install programs. You can see here I have like Wikipedia, Real Player, I have the upgraded Androids, Marketplace. Very easy, very simple, no problems whatsoever. I have Adobe Reader, I have Gmail, I have everything. It's great, it's wonderful. The device hasn't crashed on me, it hasn't frozen. The software has been pretty good, pretty quick. No freezing, no crashes, nothing. Now, a few of the things that I didn't like that I'll go over, just to make, put it in perspective, this is a very cheap device. It's not perfect. First off here, the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi strength is pretty poor. I was in a room far away from the router where my laptop had 2 bars, this had none. So I mean, getting a signal from this is harder than a laptop, so you won't get the same range as some of your other devices. Another thing that I didn't like is the Wi-Fi kills your battery. I mean, if you had your Wi-Fi on while you're watching videos, you'd be lucky to get 1 hour and 20 minutes. The Wi-Fi is the biggest killer, as well as the screen brightness. You really got to turn your screen brightness down and have Wi-Fi off to get any sort of appreciable battery life out of this. Another thing, which is probably one of the worst things for me that's starting to bug me, is these buttons here on the side, which I initially thought were really great, really easy to touch, really sensitive, really awesome. They're getting kind of annoying sometimes, especially the ones down here, the ones that I don't really use, like the browser and the menu. These ones I pretty much never use, but when I'm holding the tablet to watch a video, sometimes what happens is my thumb accidentally hits these, and I go back, or my browser opens, which is totally random, and I don't need that. And I wish I could disable these, but I can't. I can't figure out how to do that without maybe even rooting my tablet, which is pretty complicated and risks myself breaking the tablet or bricking it, making it useless. So I mean, it only happens every once in a while. It's not the end of the world, but it's getting kind of annoying sometimes when I'm watching videos or working, and my thumbs hit these things. Now, for the biggest thing, which I haven't solved yet, and I've did some research online and found out this is actually a known problem with this device, is when you're watching a video on this, and the video goes over exactly 114 minutes. Or 1 hour and 14 minutes, and say you were to push this button and exit the video and you want to go back in, the video actually restarts itself. And I'll show you this with Real Player here. I've tried it. Sorry, it's just playing some music. Just get that muted. Okay, it's actually, I've tried this with 3 different programs, and 3 different movie playing programs, and it's the same with every single one. And I've actually did some research, and other people have been having the same problem. So I'll show you what's happening. So I have Star Trek here loaded on. Let's play Star Trek. Okay, the video is going to go perfectly. It's going to play wonderfully. And then if I skip past 1 hour and 14 minutes, what happens is the video restarts itself. Like, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but this is the beginning of the movie. Yet, if you see, I'm almost near the end. For some reason, the software in this device resets the movie after 1 hour and 14 minutes. So I mean, if I watch this movie from start to back without interrupting anything, it's fine. It can actually play the full video, it's great. But if I accidentally press one of these buttons and go into browser, and I try and go back and unpause my movie, it restarts itself because I'm over 1 hour and 14 minutes and I can't get back there. It's so annoying. It's horrible. I don't know how to solve this yet. It must be a firmware problem with their firmware here that Coby needs to address and needs to update. Now I'm sure they'll solve it. I'm sure it's solvable, but right now it's really annoying. So what I'm using this device for is just watching TV shows which are under 1 hour and 14 minutes, so that this never happens. I'm not using this for long movies anymore. Lastly, but not least, the sound quality when you're using headphones is not perfect. You can sort of hear this sort of staticky sound. What you do is you have to turn the volume up, and then that sound goes away because it gets washed out by the sound of the movie or the sound of music. But if you have really low volumes of very quiet sounds or very quiet music, very sort of subtle sounds, you can hear the sort of staticky sound in the background. This is also a known problem with this device that I've researched online. And it's probably just to do with the quality of the output jack and the quality of the sound driver. So I mean, all in all, this device is still solid. I've had no problems with the build quality, no problems with the software besides the video. The hardware, again, is cheap. It is a cheap device. It's still resistive touch screen. It's got the problem staticky sound with the audio. It's not huge, but it's not perfect. It's not like your iPod. And these buttons are getting a little bit annoying. But once we solve the video problem, and once maybe I can just disable these buttons, this device for $150, you cannot beat this. I mean, as long as you're willing to not have a perfect device, I would still recommend this, as long as your expectations are at the right place, which is why I made this video, to educate everybody about what you're getting yourself into. So don't buy this device unless you're willing to put up with these flaws and wait for a solution. But if you're willing to do that and you're a little bit tech savvy, you're not too picky, this is a great device for the price.